team sheets are in and two much-loved Magpies are back in the side, as well as one of our off-season recruits. Well, we've had a week off to regroup and now the Pies are ready to kick off their second half of the season with Friday night's match against Fremantle. We'll hear from our Director of Football, Neil Baum, and we'll get a wrap-up from Nathan Buckley's press conference on Thursday. But let's get straight to the team, and Collingwood has turned to experience to bolster its lineup to take on the Dockers at the MCG this Friday night. Travis Cloke and Nathan Brown come back in, adding 358 games of senior experience to the side. Cloke returns off the back of a strong VFL performance a fortnight ago, where he laid 10 tackles and kicked 2 goals in muddy conditions, while Brown makes his first senior appearance since round 6. They'll be joined by James Aish, who has been in fine form in the VFL, collecting 25 disposals against Werribee and 34 against the Scorpions. Jared Witts and Jack Frost have been omitted, while the young forward Ben Crocker misses with a knee complaint. We caught up with our Director of Football, Neil Baum, straight out of match committee to learn more about the changes this weekend.
We're really pleased with the way both those boys have approached their game. The last couple of weeks they've been very good at VFL level. They've trained really well. Their influence around the place has been good, and Cloke in particular has really had a crack at preparing himself, to be on the edge like he would have been as a younger player. We're really pleased with what he's done. His effort at Casey Fields, along with Brownies, 2 weeks ago now, in the very difficult conditions, it was terrific. We're really quite proud of him now. Can he transfer that back into AFL form? That's the test for him, but we think he's in a pretty good place to do so, and I think it's beholden on us to give him a chance to do it. James Aish has been like the other two. He's really done well. He's set himself to play at that lower level, at the VFL level, and a couple of times, particularly Werribee and against Casey, difficult conditions, and really did well at them. Very good inside, very strong competitively, tackled really well, used the ball nicely, kicked a beautiful goal at Casey. They were few and far between. Casey, who's the top side, only kicked 2 themselves. So no, he's done the same as well. So we're just hoping we'll give him the opportunity to just to play that way again.
Well, the weather forecast for Friday night reads grimly, 11 degrees and a high chance of thunder. So what does that mean for Collingwood's big men? Coach Nathan Buckley addressed that and more during his weekly press conference on Thursday afternoon. And as always, Collingwood media reporter Sam Gaston was there to cover the action.
Thanks, Sarah. Well, extreme weather conditions are forecast here for the MCG tomorrow night when we take on the Dockers. And the implications of that may mean a Collingwood tool being left on the sidelines. Today, Coach Nathan Buckley discussed the weather in relation to whether Mason Cox will take on the Dockers.
That'll be dependent on weather. So I think we're expecting a 1 in 100 year storm, given all I'm hearing from the Bureau of Meteorology. But that's something we can't control. But he'll be selected to play, and we expect that unless things get totally out of hand, that he'll play.
Travis Cloke has earned a spot in the team after starring in equally wet conditions in the VFL against Casey 2 weeks ago. However, today Buckley said his selection is based on more than just the expected weather conditions.
Yeah, in 3 inches of mud, his GPS was as good a couple of weeks ago as it has been all year. So his intensity, his work rate around contests has demanded his return. So we think he'll handle conditions pretty well.
Well, Sarah, it's expected to be just 7 degrees when the first ball is bounced tomorrow night. Rain, hail and thunder are forecast, so make sure you rug up before you head to the G to watch the return of the Pies.
Thanks for that, Sam. Well, if you're up for a laugh and some unique insight into Friday night's match, check out our official Twitter feed as Premiership superstar Dane Swan takes over the Collingwood FC account. Swanee will provide his own running commentary of the match against the Dockers, and given he's played them 13 times since 2004, we'll think he'll have a little bit to add to the night's coverage. Make sure you're tuning in for this one. Well, that's all for tonight's episode of Team Sheet. Can the Pies spark a mid-season turnaround? We'll find out on Friday night. See you at the G. Go Pies.